Mabasa akawanda ari kupera, jobs are being replaced nezvinhu zvakawanda, and the only way to survive these days is creating content. Ndo chimwe chinhu chasara chisina mabarriers to entry, or chiri easy kuti ukwanise kupinda machiri uchikwanisa kusurvive and kuti uriritire mhuri yako. For instance, these days tikada kutarisa zvinhu zvakaita semarketing zvakurelya on content creation kazhinji for you to survive, and kazhinji kachona, if you are resistant to change, your survival in this world these days ichanetsa. And vazhinji vangonotaura kuti not everyone can create content, but I disagree with that decision, because ukada kutarisa the likes of Tinashe Mutarisi and his whole family, they are creating content in order to survive in the business world. Not necessarily, a lot of people wakanzwa kuti munhu ari create a content, they would love to think kuti ari create a content out of desperation yekuti haana mabasa. Vamwe vazhinji vari create a content as a way yekusurvive the world yatava these days, because if you don't do massive marketing using social media, using the tools that are now available, your survival is going to be very tough. And vazhinji vachona tikatanga kutaura nezve content creation, they start to think about skits, because that's what we were programmed to think kuti kana ukangoshungotaura zvekuti tiri kuproducer content, tiri kutaura zvemaskits. No, content yakawanda, and vazhinji vachona kuti I don't have any idea kuti content ndingacreata content yakaita sei. Munhu create content around the things that you really understand. For instance, if you're a business person, create content inechekuita nebusiness rako. Dzidzisa vanhu zvinhu zvaunogona, because it's easy that way for you to create content, because you are just doing things that you already do on daily basis. For instance, you are a teacher. Create content teaching children what you do in class. What you do on daily basis, that's what you can simply do. If you're a business person, you can drive sales to your business by simply creating content. Ukadata Tinashe Mutarisi and his family, ukatasana Mwari vaiva, they are now content creators, and they create content vachimarketa business rababa vavo, vachimarketa some of the businesses zamudhara wavo. Iye Tinashe Mutarisi creates content. Haasi kushaya zvekuita Tinashe Mutarisi being on the social media each and every day, creating content and posting videos. He's marketing his business, because at the end of the day, he's a strategist. He's someone who's very clever when it comes to business and marketing. Because what you simply have to do is to do massive marketing, talk about your business each and every time you create your content. And also my digital products, if you can create digital products. For instance, for someone I know who is a designer, you can market your business which behind the scenes shoots. You can take people through the process of doing whatever that you are doing. I also commend this guy Temba Gorimbo. Temba Gorimbo is maximizing, because at the end of the day, our creator content is using money. He's getting money from monetization. He's also getting money from UFC. At the same time, the guy is naturally funny. And Marai Gutiki Varume, Marai Gutiki, if you can make money, if you can get more of it, then you're good to go. You can simply do whatever you have to do. But in order to survive these days, mabasa ari replace one is Wanda is always saying social media is now replacing that I traditionally recognized jobs zvakaita se marketing. Kudhara paitodiwa a whole marketing department, the people who come up with ideas to market, but these days vanhu vanongonotsvaga friends donzvo, vanongonotsvaga comic elder, and the comic elder do the rest. So it's not easy if you are creating content for you to survive in this world. But today, you have a backup plan. Even if I'm to say, I can still survive because I have other skills like content creation and etc. I talk about things. I used to talk about music because I'm also a also a music producer. So I used to talk about music. You know, I was talking about our musical legends. But these days I'm also trying to venture into business, simply because ndakastada economics. I have a economics degree, so I've thought about it, and I thought kuti let me use some of these skills dzandakadzidza college